Sorry for not uploading anything in these days. I was sick, but now I'm finally back. So, disclaimer, all the character incident are fictional. Everything is imaginary in this FF, so don't compare with your own life. It's just based on imagination, not on reality. Jung was sitting on the bed when someone knocked the door. He shifted his gaze to the door and smirk appeared on his lips. Come in. The door opened and Anita stepped inside. Let's go for shopping. Jung glanced at her. His expression was cold. He got up. He tucked his hand in his pocket and spoke after he stepped closer to her. You and I, we both know it's not happening. I'm not going to marry you. And you already know that. Anita's lips twisted in a smirk. She crossed her arms. Oh, really? Why? He squinted his eyes. Because you have a boyfriend. Her smirk disappeared and her jaw dropped. How you know? He cut her words. I know everything. Even I know your father threatened you. If you didn't marry me, he will. Him. Am I right? Jungkook, he will. Him, I don't want to marry you. His smirk widened. I'm also not interested in marrying you. But I promise you'll marry him. But I need you to do something for me. How could you say that? I marry him. Dad will never let this happen. Jungkook walked and leaned against the wall while crossing his arms. I can't even get out of this marriage. Let's make a deal. I help you to get out of this marriage. You'll be free to marry your boyfriend. And in return, you are going to get me something I need. What kind of something? An information about from your father? What kind of information? About a woman, about Mrs. John. Mrs. John, who is she? That's none of your business. The thing you need to know, she was taken years ago. I know your father know where is she. If you got me that information, I'll make sure you leave this life behind and be with the man you want. But how do you even know about my boyfriend? Jungkook gave a smile. Like I said, I know everything. She looked at his eyes. Fine, I'll do it. But if I do this, I need your words that you won't let my father came after me. Jungkook stepped closer to her. His gaze were fixed on her. You have my words. And she left the room. His smirk. Be ready, Mr. Kang. Next day. She took a step upstairs to her father's office room. I have to do that. Now Jungkook is also with me. She glanced around and made sure no one was watching. Before she opened the door, his guards rushed to her. Miss Anita, you're not allowed to go there. In Mr. Kang's office. Not even his daughter was allowed to enter. Move. She spoke in anger. I can't let you in, miss. You know the rules. Anita raised her chin. Do you really think my father would punish his own daughter? Now step aside. Before I tell him you try to stop me. He hesitated, but then he moved away. She pushed the door and stepped inside. Why inside? You were sleeping, but as your hand touched the bedsheet instead of Aryan, your eyes widened open. You quickly sat up. Aryan? Your heart started pounding. You looked around, but he was not there in the room. Your mind raced. You quickly got up and rushed out of the room. Aryan! But as you stepped inside the living room, you got frozen. Aryan sat on the couch while holding an ice cream cone in his small hands. Then your eyes landed on a man sitting next to Aryan. Jungkook, your chest tightened in anger and in confusion. Aryan looked at you. Mom, look, this uncle gave me an ice cream and he said he's my appa. You quickly rushed to him. pulling him by holding his hand. Ryan, how dare you? Your voice was sharp but trembling. How dare you to even come into my house? And Iron is not your child. You pulled him towards you. Pain flashed on Jungkook's face. His eyes almost filled with tears. Ryan, please listen to me. There is nothing to listen to you. You left me. You walked away without a word. And now you came here and tell Aryan that you are his father? Mom, why you are angry? He's nice. He gave me an ice cream. You looked down at Aryan. Aryan, go to your room. But Mom, now! He quickly rushed inside his room. You are getting angry on him because of me. I'm just going. He quickly got up, but as he walked to the door, you quickly held his hand and pushed him on the couch. Why? Why you did that? Tell me. He looked at you. I need my answer today. I didn't leave you because I wanted to. Then why? Huh? Why? I left to protect you. To protect me? Or yourself? He got up, his hand shaking when he held your hands. I was not there when you needed me the most, but I was forced to. His voice was broken completely. Forced? Yeah, you don't understand what happened to that night. I didn't just leave you because I wanted to. I lost everything. Stop lying. I'm not lying, Ryan. I was training for the Mafia secretly. It was not just a choice. It was my life. I was not allowed to date, but we got engaged. Mr. Kang found out about us. Mr. Kang, that man whose daughter you are going to marry. I'm not marrying her. But he is forcing me. I have my plans. I will use his own daughter against him. You blink your eyes. What are you saying? I don't understand. That night I was coming to you for a date, but suddenly Mr. came to our apartment. He forced me to tell him the girl I'm dating. And when I didn't tell him, first let me clear this. इससे पहले के comment section में शुरू हो रहा है ये पढ़ लो तुम लोग. He told me he would. I had no other choice. I did everything to protect you. He had powers on that time. He was the mafia boss, but he didn't stop there. He kidnapped my mother, so I always be like a toy to him. His voice cracked, and a tear rolled down his cheeks. I didn't leave you because I don't care about you. I left because I had to protect you. Her heart ached after his words, but her voice was still shaky. If you cared so much, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you came back when you could? Because I couldn't put you in danger. He was keeping eyes on me, but when after few months I hired my own guards, I sent them behind you to protect you, and I found you were pregnant with my child. He gently pulled up your hand and back on the backside of your hands with tears in his eyes. You could see the sincerity in his eyes. Your heart was pounding. I can see that. He didn't want it to leave. I can see the truth in his eyes. Please don't hate me. I love you. I never wanted to leave you. You looked at his eyes. I don't hate you, Jungkook. I believe you. You pulled him into a gentle hug, your arms wrapping around him. Just then his guards rushed inside. Sir, we have to leave. Mr. Kang is trying to trace your location. Jungkook broke the hug and looked at you. I have to go. Take care of yourself, please. He nodded and rushed out. Meanwhile, Anita, she was flipping through the files and searching for a file named Mrs. John. Mrs. John, she whispered, and her fingers brushing over the folder label with the name. Her breath caught as she found it. She pulled the file out and opened it. Her eyes widened. It was filled with detailed information and photos, a rash of reports. And the name at the top was Mrs. John, but her eyes widened as she saw Jungkook's pictures as his son, her son. The file described everything: how Mrs. John had been taken, the place where she kept, and a terrified command to make sure Jungkook never found out where is she. Anita's hand shook as she read the cold, heartless instructions her father had written. This was not just about the power or control, it was revenge, a cruel way to punish someone who had done something wrong. Suddenly, a voice made her startled. She held her breath, her heart pounding in her chest. Miss Anita, are you still there? She quickly put the file into her bag. I'm coming. He pushed the door open and walked in. Anita was sitting on the couch. He looked at her. His sharp eyes narrowed when he saw her. What are you doing here? She caught him and walked to him. And without a word, Anita pulled the file from her bag and handed it to him. What is that? I got it. His fingers trembling as he opened it. But then his eyes widened and he muttered, Silveria? Anita frowned. What's that? Jungkook's voice was low, but he spoke. It's not a place most of the people know. It's an island. Most impossible to access. Next day, Jungkook went to that place with his mates. There was high security, but Jungkook was not alone. He had his mates, few of them got injured. And as he broke the door of that house, it was dark everywhere. There was an old lady sitting on the couch. One hand was tightened up in dark. Finally, he found her. Mom? She looked up. Her eyes widened to recognize him. Jungkook, is that you? Jungkook rushed to her. It's me, Mom, I'm here. To take you home. She touched his face. Jungkook, I know one day you will come. Mom, we need to leave. He held her hand. Before they could leave, he saw Mr. Kang standing near the door. All his men who were with him, laying on the floor. Kang's men were standing beside Kang. All of them pulled their on Jungkook. Jungkook pulled his mother behind him. To be continued.